Hey, baby, so listen, I got a word for you. The Bible says, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That means that the job is ours, okay? So we have to understand when darkness comes into our mind. We have to understand when our mind is yielding to negativity, okay? And we have to be able to transform those thoughts, okay, by what we know to be true, okay? If that means for us to have to take accountability, if that means for us to simply let go of some people, if that means for us to have to change our environment, if that means for us to have to change what we're listening to, then that is what we have to do to lay hold of the promise. The Bible says, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. What does that look like? What does it look like to transform your mind and not be conformed? Okay, conform is to fit in. Okay, transform is to change. Okay, is to go about to get about a different result, right? When you transform, okay, you are no longer the same, okay? The old is passed away, okay? So there are new things that you are learning, right? There's new scriptures, there's new affirmations, there's new lessons, okay? There's new perspectives that you are now learning, okay? That you have adopted into your belief system because you believe that the old way was not working, okay? Or maybe the old way was working, it was just some things that you needed to accept, okay? Maybe you needed to forgive yourself, okay? A lot of times we are focused on forgiving others, but we never think about that there is going to come a season, there is going to come a time where we are going to have to forgive ourselves. And what does that look like? What does forgiving ourselves looks like, okay? That means to accept, okay? Accept the things that were, okay, for what they are, because one thing that we cannot change is the past. We cannot change the past, but we can change how we feel about it, right? We can change how we feel about it, and that is about the transformation. When we take hold of what has happened to us and say, hey, I'm going to do something different, I'm going to change how I'm looking at this thing, okay? Because when you change how you're looking at things, you go from the darkness to the light, because darkness is going to keep you depressed, darkness is going to keep you suppressed, darkness is going to keep you, okay, not wanting to be around other people, not wanting to enjoy your life, not wanting to experience the abundance that God said is so rightfully yours, okay? That is what darkness does, okay? But Jesus said, I came so that you may have life and so that you may have it abundantly. Okay, so abundance is yours, but that also goes with you renewing your mind and understanding what that abundance will look like for you. Okay, what does abundance look like? I know for me it's peace. Okay, I know for me it's prosperity. Okay, I know for me it's having my needs met. I know for me it's having overflow. I know it's for me for having joy. I know it's for me from learning to value my relationships and valuing the people that are in my life, okay? By understanding everybody is not going to be like me, but being able to have boundaries, okay? And being able to cultivate and understand the boundaries of other people, okay? See, God came so that you may have life and so that you may have it abundantly. So we got to get to a point where we understand what does that look like for us, okay? And how do I cultivate that? How do I get that in my life? Because it is rightfully yours, okay? And you get that by not being conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because one thing we know about the world, that it's forever changing, okay? One thing accepted today may not be accepted tomorrow. The culture is always changing, okay? But we can't go with the culture, okay? We are of the kingdom, okay? And the principles of the kingdom have not changed. So let's continue to grow. Let's continue to not judge others so that we will not be judged, okay? And that does not mean that you can't have a perspective, okay? But just know that sometimes everybody doesn't want to hear it. And so you don't have to give your energy to people who are not receptive of what you are putting down. Okay. So leave your energy for yourself. Okay. You don't got to give your opinion if it's not wanted. Okay. And furthermore, continue to cultivate the relationship that you have with yourself and you have with your creator, your understanding of God. Okay. All right. Truth, love, and transparency always coming from your girl. Now go on with your day. And I pray that you have a great day, but don't ever forget you're big blessed. Peace.